Welcome to the very first video tutorial for the board games unit. Now today we're going to be creating the basic shape for our board game on Microsoft Word. There are a number of different programs that you could use that I would probably use if I wasn't wanting to use Word because they're more suited for the job. But Word is accessible to everyone, so let us begin. The very first thing you want to do is we're going to come up to Layout up here, come across to Margins, and go narrow. It just gives you a little bit more space. Alternatively, if you want a larger board size or larger game, you can also change the paper to A3, which will give you a bit more space, and when we print it out, it'll be printed in A3, which is always nice. From here, first thing we need to come through and do is we need to insert a basic shape. So to do that, you're going to go to Insert up the top tab, come down to Shapes, and I'm just going to go with the rectangle. And you just draw a rectangle in of any size. From here, I'm going to change the shape fill. I just want it to be, I'm going to actually go with no fill, so that if something goes behind it, I can see that. And I'm going to change the shape outline. I'm going to change that to black. From here, you can see that we've got effectively a black box, or a black outline of a box. What we need to come through and do is I want to change that weight on the line because it's just too thin. It doesn't hold enough presence for me. So to do that, you come down to weight, and I'm going to come down to 3. But something you can see is it'll show you what it will look like, which is a great function of Word. We need to resize the box. So you can get that and do that, but it's really hard to know exactly how big that is. So to change that, I'm going to right-click along the edge of the line and go more layout options. Click on that, and I'm going to come up to size. You can position it and do some text wrapping. We don't need to do that now. Go size, and I'm going to change this box to 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters. As you can see, it's created a box to those specifications. We now need to create the individual squares. To do that, we're going to come across, follow the same technique, so Insert, Shapes, Rectangle, draw me a rectangle, or a square, or whatever, and I'm going to once again change the fill color, and I'm going to go no fill for now. I'm then going to come down to Shape Outline, choose black, and I'm going to also change the weight to 3. If you keep everything the same weight, especially in the beginnings, it makes life a whole lot easier when repositioning the squares. From here, I'm going to move this up into the corner. I'll zoom in so you can see a little bit better. And then we need to make sure that this box is in as close to the corner as possible. And it's pretty hard to do by just grabbing and dropping. So I recommend that you use the arrow keys on your keyboard to line that up to looking like it's perfect. And to me, that looks like it's created the perfect square. From here, we need to do we need to change the box size. So to do that, you're going to right click, come down to more layout options, and change that to size 3 centimeters by 3 centimeters. And go OK. And that has continued that perfect shape there. To zoom out, we need to now copy and paste these along here to replicate that. Now, for those of you who aren't sure, to copy, you right-click the outside line of the box, come down and go Copy. Then to paste it, you go right-click again, come down to Paste Options and select Paste. Then you can reposition that across there, like so. Select it, move it to where it wants to be. Now remember, it is easier to zoom in to try and get the function like you want it. And to me, that looks pretty almost smack on. That center line's a little bit wider than I'd like. So we're going to go there. Please excuse the announcements going over the speaker. It is what it is. We're going to come out, and now we need to do 5 across. To save you a little bit of time, you can select that box by holding Shift and selecting them both. Go Control C and Control V to paste. Control C is to copy, and Control V is to paste. Move it across to where you think it needs to go. Then use your keyboard the keyboard arrows to line that up. And that's looking pretty good to me. The final one you're going to do is just a singular copy and a singular paste. Bring that across and drop that down. Now, you can do the same for the bottom. You can also do the same for the sides. Remember, the copy and paste tool is your friend. You won't be able to copy them all and rotate them as a row down to the left hand side, so you're going to have to do the single copy paste like we just did. Other than that, that is the first video done. Remember, if you like the content on this channel, please subscribe. There will be more videos coming up that are relevant to you in the future. Have a great day.